Hi guys, Rachel B here for a little bit of bar action coming at you. My pants look like they are glowing. All you need is a weight. If you don't have a weight, know that you can grab whatever is in your house. If it's laundry detergent, your wine. If you're out of wine, I think that is an essential trip to go to the grocery store. And a chair or your wall or a bar if you're lucky enough to have one, countertop, whatever you need to use to hold on to. But luckily, you're strong enough to stand on your own two legs. If you don't have anything at all, you can still do it without that. The playlist will be linked in the description, or you can find it on Powerlife Spotify. You can press play in 3, 2, 1. Child's pose, please. Bring your toes to touch at the back of your mat. Send your knees out wide. Relax your hips towards your heels and let your chest soften towards the mat as you reach your arms out long. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, sigh it out. Fill up fully. Exhale completely. Now, before we get the work started right here, I want you to think of something or someone that has tested your patience in the past week. I hate to admit it, but this past week, my family has gotten a little testy with each other, but we're on like week 3 of being stuck inside our house, and that's okay. A lot of times I feel like when I'm on my mat, I test my own patience, my body does, with the burn and the shake that starts to come in. So when that happens on your mat today, know that you can give yourself grace, just like you do with the people in your life. But know that you also hold a little bit of patience and you have a lot more strength than you think you do. Take another breath in. Exhale, sigh it out. Inhale, tabletop. Pull your shoulders over your wrists, your hips over your knees. Create a flat spine. Exhale. Inhale, cow pose. Drop your belly down, gaze forward. Pull your shoulder blades onto your back. Breathe in. Exhale, cat. Press into your palms, round through your spine. Send your gaze towards your belly button. Exhale. Inhale, cow pose. And exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. You're off on your own. If there is any other organic movement that your body needs, please take it. Roll through your hips. Gaze over your shoulders. Even find a twist. Roll it through your wrists. Take your time, but when you are ready, settle back into stillness at tabletop. Spinal balance. Inhale, reach your right arm out in front of you, your left leg long behind you, and pause. Press your low back towards the sky rather than sinking into your palm. Find space between your shoulder blades and hug through your core. Breathe in. Exhale, knee to elbow. Contract everything together underneath your body. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, knee to elbow, hug in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, squeeze. Keep going on your own. Really use your exhale to contract through your stomach. That's where you want the work to come in. Hug through your glute and your hamstring as you lift long. Press into the wall, your chair behind you, whatever's back there. Next time you're in their center, hold and pulse. 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 Contract everything together. Continue to round your spine as if you were in your cat back. Hug through your core. Draw your belly button towards your spine for 5 more seconds. You got it. We come back to our spinal balance in 3, 2, 1. Inhale, reach long and pulse. Pulse through your arm and your leg. Tiny, tiny movements. Squeeze through your glute to make your leg move. I don't want you to bounce your leg around. You've already started to work here, so feel the engagement through your glutes. 5 seconds, you got it. Last 3, 2, 1. Inhale, don't miss it. Exhale, tabletop. We got our second side. Inhale, left arm, right leg. Pause. Hug through your glute. Press through your spine and your palm. Pull your shoulders away from one another. Inhale. Exhale, knee to elbow. Pause in the middle. Contract through your core. Make yourself as small as you can. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, reach. Exhale, squeeze your off on your own. Notice if you locked out your elbow, keep a micro bend through your arm to protect your joints. Let your core be what drives this movement. Exhale to hug in. Inhale to reach long. You're almost there. We pause in the middle in 3, 2, 1. Crunch in. Pulse. 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 Come on, get a little bit smaller. Hug through your core just a little bit more. This is just the warm up. You're so strong. You can do this for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, reach long again. Pulse. Pulse. Pulse everything up. Squeeze your heel and your arm towards the sky, but make the movement super small. So small that I can barely see it. There it is. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Exhale, tabletop. Nice work. Crawl your hands a little bit further forward. Tuck your toes under. Inhale, high plank. Straighten your legs. Squeeze your hamstrings towards the sky. And then isometrically hug your hands and your feet in towards one another. Draw your belly button towards your spine. Take an inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hips go towards the sky. First down dog. Find some movement. Pedal out. Wag your tail. Shift, sway, forward, back. Whatever you need to feel good. And then when you're ready, settle in to find stillness. Heels melt down. Tailbone pulls high. Slide your shoulders away from your ears. Wrap your biceps around your ears. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, ragdoll pose. Travel to the top of your space. Take your feet hip distance apart. Invite a generous bend through your knees. Let the crown of your head hang towards the earth. Another great place to find some movement. Sway side to side. Let go of anything, any tension you may be holding on to. Take a breath in. Exhale, release your hands towards your mat. Toe heel your feet either to touch or to sit distance apart. Inhale, halfway lift. Glide your shoulder blades together on your back, flatten your spine. Breathe in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose, rise all the way up. Ground down through all four corners of your feet. Hug through your core as if you were in your high plank. Spiral your pinky fingers in towards one another. Breath in. Exhale, mini back bend. Shine your heart. Squeeze your shoulder blades onto your back, but keep your core strong. Exhale. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold, dive all the way through. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank. Plant your hands, step your feet back. Slow knee drives. Inhale and high plank. Exhale, right knee to your chest. Inhale, step back. Exhale, left knee in. Inhale, back. Exhale, right knee. You got it. You've already done this, but in your tabletop work. So notice how it becomes a little bit more challenging on your hands. This right here is a place where you could already start to test your patience. Notice the strength in your body that you do have that you might not thought you did. You got to hug through your core to pull your knee towards your chest rather than using your quads to hug all the way up. Keep your gaze at the top of your mat and soft bend through your elbows. Use your muscles rather than your joints. Even yourself off. Take 2 more on each side. After your last one, pause and high plank. Take a breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. You got it. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, mini back bend. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank, mountain climbers. Your first cardio burst of class. Pick up the pace a little bit more from what you were just doing. Use, again, your core to pull your knee up rather than your quads. Yeah, you got it. Spike your heart rate right here, guys. Come on, give me all you got. Hug it in a little bit more. Move a little bit faster. Can you keep your hips in line with your shoulders for these last 10 seconds? Can you go even faster for 5? There it is. Last 3, 2, 1. Inhale, high plank. Take an inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Way to work it. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Capture your weight, whatever you got. Roll up through your spine and head towards your chair, your wall. Right side body. The weight is in your left hand. Power legs. Parallel your feet with one another. Rise up onto your tippy toes. Bicep curls. Inhale, lower into your legs. Exhale, squeeze everything up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Notice how my arm only goes 3/4 the way down, 3/4 the way back up. That way you keep the engagement through your bicep the entire time. It's real strong, I promise it is, especially if you've taken Malcolm's sculpt class. Guys, it was a doozy. My biceps are so sore today. But you got it. Stay strong. Sink low into your legs. Keep your heels lifted off of the earth as if you had a pair of stilettos on. We've all seen those models walk around like those crazy heels, and we've all wondered what it's like to be like. To do that, and now you get to do it. So really squeeze them up. Hug through your calves. Pull your calves into the back side of your knees. Yeah, you got it. Sink a little bit lower into your legs, but only go far enough down that you could hold it there, because we're going to in just a couple of moments. Get a little bit lower. Hug your inner thighs together. Squeeze your glutes at the top, but keep your chest up proud rather than rounding forward through your spine. Stack your shoulders over your hips. Lighten your grip on your right hand. Trust that your legs are strong enough to hold you. There it is. Last 3. Hold low into your legs in 2, 1. Pause at the bottom, mid-range bicep curls. Inhale to 90 degrees. Exhale, squeeze all the way up. Inhale, halfway down. Exhale, all the way up. Bring your wrists in line with your elbow, and then squeeze your hand all the way up to your shoulder. Oh man, I'm out of breath, and I'm not even doing as much work as you guys are. Stay with it. Sink low into your legs. I know they're going to start to shake, but that's what you want out of barre. I've never walked into a barre class and been like, my legs are going to feel fine after this. You got it. A little bit lower still for these 10 seconds right here. We go back to full range in 5, 4, 3, 2, full range. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Come on, guys. If you need to shake it out, do so, but then make your way right back in. Maybe what's testing your patience right now is me, and that's totally fine. That's what I'm meant to do here. That's why I'm doing this for you. Come on. Get a little bit lower. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Hug your glutes at the top. Best thing about this is that you guys can make your butt as ugly as you want. It's going to look really good later, but no one's going to know at home how gross it looks now. Squeeze it in. You got it. Little bit lower still for 5. Hold at the bottom in 3, 2, you guessed it, pulse. Pulse, tiny, tiny movement through your upper and your lower body. Control your movement. Rather than bouncing around, I want you to lower and lift, lower and lift. Find the bottom and the top of each movement. There it is. Find a slight pause, so much so that you can squeeze more through your glutes. Give me 10 seconds right here. You've got 5. Apparently I'm a fast counter. Last 3, 2, 1, half moon. Extend your left leg and your left arm out towards the center. Lower on your inhale. Exhale, left lateral raise. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Notice if you started to collapse towards the wall, rather hug through your left oblique and lengthen through your right. Nice control, guys. Stick with it. Stay super slow. The slower your movement is, the more control you will get. Ooh, man. Keep your feet parallel with one another. Rotate your toes up forward rather than towards the center of the room. You want to squeeze through the outside of your glutes. Core is strong. Again, notice if you start to dump into your wall, pull the crown of your head towards the sky. Imagine as if you had a diamond necklace on. Show it off. Oh man, hold it at the top in 3, 2, 1. Hold it up, tiny, tiny circles through your upper body and your lower body. I want you to imagine as if you had a pencil attached to your knuckle. That's how small this movement is so that you could trace a dime with your hand. Make it small. If you need to get rid of your weight, awesome, rock it out. You'll still get plenty of work without it. Stay strong. If your legs start to fall down towards the earth, hug it back up for these last 3, 2, circle the opposite way. Whoo, man. Come on, opposite way, get right after it. I know you can do it, but I also know it's burning, so trust me when I say we won't be here for much longer. 5 seconds. Count it down. Last 3, 2, 1. Second position. Step your feet out wide, upright row. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Pull your elbow over your shoulder and your weight in line with your shoulder. Pinch your shoulder blades onto your back. Your back is a really strong set of muscles. I promise it can do all this work that we're just about to do here. So squeeze them together. I want you to physically pinch your shoulder blades onto your back. Nice work. Get low into your legs. See if you can parallel your hamstrings with the ground. That's probably lower than you think it is, but I know you can do it. Track your knees backwards. Squeeze through your glutes to press your knees over your pinky toes rather than your big toes. Now, no, that doesn't necessarily mean move your feet. Rotate from your hips instead. Hug your inner thighs towards one another. Try to crinkle up your mat. Ooh, man, you got it, guys. Last 4 seconds right here. We hold low in 3, 2, and 1. Pause at the bottom, pec deck, goal post your arm. Exhale, squeeze your elbow in front of you. Inhale, rotate open. Exhale, squeeze forward. Inhale, open up. Use your pec to pull your elbow in front of your face and then your shoulder to open back up. Keep your elbow in line with your shoulder the entire time. If you need to take this as a low rotator because your shoulder's screaming at you, awesome, rock it out. You got it. Stay deep into your legs. If you need to shake it out, do so, but then make your way right back in. Remember the reason that you came onto your mat today. You're not on vacation anymore, so really feel the work for 3, 2, back to full range, upright row. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. So strong, guys. Come on. Second set, isn't quite as long as the first. You know that from what we did in our power legs, so push through. Use your breath to find more strength. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. Dig into your heels. Give your toes a little wiggle on the earth. If you find that you're clawing at your mat, press into your heels instead. That's where your power is going to come from. Sink low for 4. Last 3, 2, pulse it low. Squeeze your shoulder blades backwards. Elbow stays lifted. Get deeper into your legs with each pulse that you take. Can you sink further towards your mat? Push past what you think you can do. This is another time that you might want to test your patience. Your body will change over time. So right here, feel that happening for 3. Last 2, hold it low. Tick-tocks, weight comes to your heart. Exhale to your left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Whoo! Squeeze through your obliques. Lift up first and then over. Find some space through your side bodies before you crunch towards the side. Elbows stay lifted. If you don't have your weight anymore, sweet. Press your hands firmly together. Either way, I want to see your biceps. We will get summer, I promise, so get them going right here. Notice if you started to come out of your legs, recommit. 2 more on each side. That's all you got. After your last one, ditch your weight at the back of your mat towards your chair, jumping jacks, cardio burst. Chance to shake it out right here. I know everything's burning, so let it go. Let it hang. If you want some more, know that star jacks are there for you. If you're not here for the cardio today, it's usually me. Tap it out side to side. Do what you got to do to keep moving. Come on. Stick with it. Hang tight for 10 seconds. Can you spike your heart rate a little bit more? Last 5. 3, 2, and 1. Give yourself a little high five, pat on the back, whatever you need. And then turn towards the bar. Capture your weight, wherever you just threw it. Apparently mine rolled away. Weight is still in your left hand. Right leg is forward. Left leg is backwards. Tricep kickbacks. Exhale, kick. Inhale, bend. Exhale, kick. Inhale, bend. Use this as your active recovery. Slow your breath and your heart rate. Take control of your movement. Exhale, lift your hand all the way up. Inhale, bring your hand to your hip rather than your shoulder. This way you really isolate your tricep rather than getting your bicep into movement too. Nice work. Take your feet really far apart on your mat. Deepen the lunge through your front leg. If you notice your knees start to go past your toes, take your feet even further apart. Back heel stays stacked over your back toes. Again, stilettos, bring them in right here. Pinch forward through your upper body. Hug through your core. Last 3. We hold it up in 2. 1 more pulse to the top. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Tiny, tiny movement. Keep your arm lifted. I know it wants to fall down. Your triceps is a small muscle. It burns out quickly, but you can do this. Squeeze them a little bit higher. Oh man, there it is. Last 5 seconds right here. Stay hinged forward through your upper body in 3, 2, 1. Narrow row. Inhale, reach your arm towards your mat. Exhale, drag your elbow up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Now, the fun thing about this is that you're working your upper body so much, but I know your right glute is screaming at you. So find some engagement through your left leg to help transfer the work between both legs. Squeeze your hamstring towards the sky. There it is. Now, hug in through your core a little bit more. Draw your belly button towards your spine. I'm starting to sweat, guys. Woo-hoo! Shoulder blades stay on your back. Lengthen through your spine a little bit more. Be mindful that your neck is an extension of your spine rather than looking back at your toes. I desperately need a pedicure, so we don't want to look at those anyways. Gaze forward. There it is. Nice adjustments. Hug it up for 4. Last 3, 2, and 1. Ditch your weight. Warrior 3. Launch into your right leg. Hug your left foot off of the earth. Singles. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Notice how my back is super flat. Rather than dipping my belly towards the earth, hug your belly button towards your spine. If you feel any pain or pinching in your low back, decrease your range of movement. You really want to hug through your glute. Similar to what we did in our spinal balance pulse, your glute and your hamstring were doing the work. That's what you want to happen here as well. You gotta kick strongly through your left leg. If you feel it start to hang out back there, I want you to flex your toes towards your shin. Or maybe you point your toes, whatever is going to make you feel strong, because this is your workout. So get out of it what you need. Come on. Stick with it. I know it's burning. I know your right leg is screaming at you and you're trying to figure out why the heck it is. It's because it's working just as hard as your left. Come on. Keep your leg lifted in 4, 3, 2, hamstring curls. Inhale, pull your heel into your glute. Exhale, kick long. Inhale, bend. Exhale, kick. Let it shake. It's going to happen. Mine almost shakes immediately. You got to press your foot towards the opposite side of the room. I want you to make your leg so long that you could kick a hole into whatever drywall is on the opposite side of you. You have plenty of time to patch it up later. So why not? Hug it up. Check in with your core, belly button to spine. There it is. Nice adjustments. Now slide your shoulders away from your ears. You're doing enough work as it is. No need to add extra tension in there. Whoo, baby. Who's feeling the burn? Give me a woo. Oh, I heard you all the way through the camera. I like it. Find that 90-degree bend in your leg in 3, 2, 90 degrees. Pulse it up. Pulse. Pulse right here. Come on. This is it right here. You get another chance to shake it out. So dig deep. I know you want to bail out. I know you want to fall, but stay strong. Do this for yourself. Last 5 seconds. There it is. 3, 2, fast feet. Stay facing your chair. Let it all go. Just let it shake. Yeah, there it is. Can you pick up the pace a little bit more? Stay deep into your legs. Nice adjustments. Let it go. Let it go. If fast feet's not your jam, find a different cardio burst, but keep moving for these last 10 seconds. Pick it up a little bit more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work, everybody. Good news, side 1, done. Better news, we're all blessed with 2 sides. So we're going to do it again. If you need a sip of water, take it and then head right into the second side. Warrior 3. Left leg down, right leg sweeps behind you. 4 singles. Inhale, lower to your mat. Exhale, squeeze to the top. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Keep your toes rotated down towards your mat rather than letting them open up. Imagine as if you had a string attached to your inner thigh. Pull up from there rather than the outside of your leg. Just to get it on the first side, keep your core strong. Draw your belly button towards your spine. If you feel any tension through your low back, hug through your core even more and then decrease your range of movement. And because I can't see your face right now, you can mean mug me as much as you want. Whatever you got to do to make the work happen. That means you make this super ugly face. Go for it. Last 4. Hold it up to the top in 3, 2. Hamstring curls. Inhale, pull your heel to your glute. Exhale, kick. Inhale, bend. Exhale, kick. Notice how my knee stays at the exact same height. Rather than bending your knee down, pull your heel to your glute. See if you can actually make connection. I've been kicking your butt all class. Now it's your turn to do it right here. Squeeze it in. Keep your knee lifted. There we go. Nice adjustments. Press long through your leg. Just like you did on the first side, can you punch a hole in the drywall across the room from you? Or maybe you imagine as if my hand is a centimeter away from your leg. If you kick into my hand, we'll get to move on. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm always so ready to get out of Warrior 3 as soon as it starts. That's why we love it. Last 4, 3. Keep your bend. Pulse it up. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Come on. Dig deep right here. I know you want to fall out. I know you want to break, but guess what? You're strong, and we're well over halfway through class, so give me all you got. A little bit longer. Last 3. Woo! 2. And 1. Step your right foot back behind you. Capture your weight for your tricep kickbacks. Exhale, kick. Inhale, bend. Exhale, kick. Inhale, bend. Keep your elbow lifted over your hip and your rib cage the entire time. Bring your hand long and then pause in line with your hip rather than all the way up to your shoulder. Hinge forward through your upper body. Nice work. You got it. Draw your belly button towards your spine to protect your low back and to get a little bit more core work because who doesn't love a little core action? Keep your neck long rather than gazing down, just like on the first side. If you need a pedicure, it's not going to change anytime soon. Last 4. Woo! 3, 2. Pulse it up. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Come on, keep your back leg strong. Squeeze your hamstring towards the sky. Now rock your back heel over your back toes. Beautiful adjustment. Sink a little bit deeper into your front leg. You can do it. I know it burns. That's what you come here for. Stay strong. Press into your front heel to help incorporate your glutes rather than just your quads. You've got 5. Dig deep for 3, 2, 1. Narrow row. Reach your arm down. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, drag your elbow up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. To make this movement happen, I want you to pinch your shoulder blades together first and then drag your elbow up. This is work for your back, so squeeze it in and then pull from your elbow. Yeah, there we go. Hug through your core a little bit more, especially as you start to get tired. Imagine as if you had a string attached to your belly button that could actually pull it through your back. That's how strong you want it to be. Yeah, baby, you got it. We open up in just 4. Last 3, 2. Second position, pivot open. Your weight is still in your right hand, upright rows. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, pull to the top, more back work. You got it. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Squeeze your elbow to your shoulder. Bring your palm to your shoulder. Again, pinch your shoulder blades on to your back. Imagine as if you had a breadstick between your shoulder blades. If you drop the breadstick, you don't get to eat it. I don't know what motivates you guys, but I know carbs always motivate me. Squeeze it in, sink low. Each time you get to the bottom, can you find a slight pause? Same thing at the top. Pause to pinch your shoulder blades. Inhale, pause. Exhale, lift, pause. There it is. Track your knees backwards over your pinky toes. Rotate from your hips. Squeeze from your glutes to make it happen. Last 3. Whoo, man. 2. And 1. Hold low. Pec deck. Inhale, open. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, open. Exhale, squeeze. Just like on the first side, I want your elbow directly in line with your shoulder. Goalpost through your arm. And then keep your elbow in front of your shoulder, even in front. Again, low rotator is a great option if your shoulders have had enough. I get it. Maybe you ditch your weight and keep the pec decks. You got it. Choose what is going to be best for your body in these last couple of moments in second position. Stay strong. Words are getting hard over here, guys. Sink a touch lower into your legs, maybe just an inch. It's a small difference, but it'll make a huge change. Give me 3. Back to 4 range 2. 1. Upright rows. Inhale, lower. Exhale, pull to the top. Inhale, sink. Exhale, squeeze. Second set isn't as long as the first, so can you push a little bit harder than you did on the first set? Because I know that each and every one of you have the strength to do this. Powerlift students don't play around. I know they don't. They're strong. They're hardcore. You got it. Pinch your shoulder blades together. Get a little bit lower. Dig into your heels. Press down to stand up. Draw your kneecaps into your quads. Squeeze your glutes at the top. We hold low in 3, 2. Pulse it down. Pulse. Pulse. Pulse your shoulder blades together. Your elbow backwards and your hips a little bit lower. Give your toes to dance on the earth. Let them breathe. Let them breathe. And then don't forget to breathe yourself. Oxygen is your friend. Last 5, 4, 3, 2. Half moon. Parallel your feet. Launch into your left leg for lateral raise. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Keep your feet parallel with one another. Rotate your right toes forward rather than to the side. Press from the outside of your glutes, outside of your leg to pull everything towards the sky. And then use the same control to hug back towards center. I want you to imagine as if you have a beach ball between your inner thighs. Use that resistance to hug in. Your inner thighs are just as active as the outside of your legs. Whoo, man. Pause with your hand just in line with your shoulder rather than trying to swing it all the way up. Decrease the movement. There we go. Great adjustments. You got it. Micro bend through your elbow. Protect your joints. Use your muscles. Last 3. We hold at the top in 2. 1 more. Hold it up. Tiny, tiny circles. Tiny circles. That's what barre is all about. These small movements that burn like hell. It's kind of like a paper cut. It's super small, but it hurts. It really does. Especially if you're like me and you're using a whole bunch of sanitizer and you got sanitizer in it. Doesn't feel great, but you got it. Stay strong. Last 3, 2, circle the opposite way. Get right after it. Come on. Use your shoulder blades. Press back, back, back. Keep your leg lifted. I know it wants to fall down, but can you dig a little bit deeper for these last couple of moments? There it is. Last 4, 3, 2, power legs. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Rise up onto your tippy toes. Bicep curl. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. So strong. Keep your heels lifted off of the earth. Just like on the first side, your arm goes 3/4 of the way down, 3/4 of the way back up. Squeeze your bicep throughout the entire movement. You got it. Now, if you haven't already, I want you to turn the corners of your mouth up. Bill Nye the Science Guy taught me at a very young age that smiling does take less muscles than frowning does. You got it. Stay low, but lift your heels higher. If they start to fall down, pull them towards the sky. Slide your shoulders away from your ears. This is a point in practice where I start to get really tense because I know I'm almost done with my standing work. I don't know if you guys heard that, but we're almost done with our standing work. We're going to come down onto our mat super soon, so push through. Last 4, 3, hold low, and 2, mid-range bicep. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift, lower, and lift. Stay deep into your legs. Your hand pauses in line with your elbow and then squeeze back up towards the sky. Inhale, 90, exhale, lift. Woo, baby. Stay low. If your legs are shaking, I want you to sink a little bit lower. If they're not shaking yet, sink a whole lot lower. Make it happen. It's all on you here. Last 3, 2, back to full range. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Come on. Sink deep. Heels are high. Nice job. Stay strong. Core is tight. Draw your belly button towards your spine. Squeeze your bicep throughout the entire movement. We have one more thing in our power legs on this side. We're going to switch it up just a little bit. Last 4, 3, pulse it low, pulse, pulse, pulse to the bottom. Each time you pulse, can you sink your tailbone a touch closer towards the earth, but not your chest. Keep your shoulders lifted over your hips. Imagine as if you're gliding up and down an imaginary wall behind you. Whoo, yeah, you got it for 10 seconds right here. You're already halfway. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten your legs. Take your weight up above your head for tricep dips. Inhale, lower. Exhale, releve. Pull your heels off the earth. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Yes, both of your hands are working here. If you only have one weight, you still get plenty of work. Press your hands firmly into the weight. Wrap your elbows around your ears. If they're way out wide, hug them in. Wrap them around. Bring your weight behind your head. Squeeze it back up to the top. Now don't forget about your lower body. Core is tight. Draw your belly button towards your spine. Create a micro bend through your knees to protect your joints. Now use some resistance through your heels. Imagine as if you had springs underneath there. Exhale, press down. There it is. Inhale, pop back up. Use the spring to pull you towards the sky. Last 3, 2, pulse it out. Pulse, pulse, pulse. This little extra tricep work is from my girl, Kelsey B, back in KC. I know she loves it. I'm here for you, girl. Come on. Stay strong for 10 seconds right here. You get a chance to shake it out again in just 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ditch your weight. You don't need it anymore. Butt kickers. Drive your heels all the way in. You choose what you need here. Pump it out for speed. Lift your hands towards the sky for core work. You haven't done much cardio, and this is the last of it, so push through. Whew. Come on, speed it up a little bit more. Can you physically kick your butt every single time you draw your heels in? It should be a nice stretch for your quads, too. I actually don't believe that. Whenever people tell me that in class, I'm like, BS, this sucks, it hurts. But you got it, guys. Come on, dig deep for 10. You can do 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Another high five. Maybe you like high five me through the camera, or high five yourself, your cat, your dog, whatever you need. And then spin your chair around so you have the bottom part of it, the part that you would sit on facing you. Come to the top of your mat. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold if your heart rate is ready. Breathe in, halfway lift. Pull your shoulder blades on your back. Exhale, high plank. Plant your hands. Step your feet back. Stay and breathe. Just breathe. Sometimes when you're not moving is the hardest place to have patience with yourself. I know I want to move on. I want to get to the next thing immediately. I always want to keep on grooving. But right here, not even on our mats, but also in our lives, we've been given a place to press pause. Take advantage of it. Last 3, 2, and 1. Lower down to your belly and then roll onto your back. You can keep your head facing the way that it is. Bring your heels to the top of your chair on a wall, or they can stay flat to your mat. Whatever's going to work for you. Take an inhale at the bottom. Exhale, bridge pose. Press your hips towards the sky. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. You can thank Abby in for this one. She did it in her class the other day, and my hamstring started crying almost immediately, so we won't be here for very long. Squeeze your hips to the top. Hug through your glutes to press your hips towards the sky. Now find a slight hug between your inner thighs. Rather than letting them splay out, squeeze in. There it is. Roll your shoulder blades onto your back to help find a little bit of pressure down. Invite space between your chin and your chest. Make space to breathe. You've got 4, 3, hold to the top, pulse it up, pulse, pulse, come on, tiny, tiny movement, let it burn, let it shake. Guys, we have core work, cool down, and then you are out of here, you're done, you're so close to getting through this. Push through for 4, back to full range, 3, 2, inhale, hover your hips over your mat, exhale, squeeze all the way back up, inhale, hover, exhale, lift, there it is. Come on, last set right here, let it shake, let it burn. Dig deep. When you want to bail out, find some more strength for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Give yourself a quick hug. I know you want it after that. Plant the soles of your feet flat to your mat. Fingertips can be behind your ears. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, crunch up. Just some regular crunches. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Breathe in. Release your shoulder blades down. And then squeeze everything up to the top. Core work is our last blast of work on our mat. So give me all you got here. I know everything hurts, but that's what you're here for. Push through. Keep space between your chin and your chest. Hug all the way up. Last 4, 3, 2, hold to the top. Reach your arms long. Penguin walks. Exhale, squeeze over to your right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Keep your shoulder blades lifted off of the earth. Hug through your obliques to pull over to the side, and then back to center. Exhale to the side. Inhale, center. I have these super long monkey arms, so it's really easy for me to touch my heel, but I want you guys to hug through your core enough that you can touch your heel. Notice if your shoulder blades start to fall down, hug them back up here for these last few moments here. Give me 3, 2, 1. Legs at the wall. Extend your feet towards the sky. Double leg, lower and lift. Inhale to a hover. Exhale, pull back up. Inhale, hover. Exhale, lift. I love to have my thumbs underneath my tailbone for some support. You can reach them long. You can even pull your shoulder blades off the earth. Whatever is going to work in your body. If you need to take this one leg at a time, great choice as well. You've done a lot of work. Listen to what your body needs. Wherever you have landed, though, your low back stays connected to your mat. If it starts to come off, no need to hover quite as far. You've gone into your hip flexors rather than your core, and we want to work our core. Yeah, if you've lost a smile that you found earlier, bring it back in because you are so close to being done with this work. Be proud of everything that you have done on your mat. Last 4, 3, 2, pause in your hover, flutter kicks, pump through your legs. I want you to imagine as if you are Michael Phelps going for the gold. Olympics got postponed, so you get to do your own Olympics right now on your mat. Go for the gold medal. Come on. We don't want bronze. We don't want silver. We want the gold. So can you go a little bit faster for just 10 seconds right here? We pull our feet towards the sky in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse crunch. Exhale, lift your tailbone off the earth. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Small, tiny movement. Hug through your transverse abdominals to peel your tailbone off the earth. If you find that you're flying your legs backwards, I want you to press up towards the sky instead. Make it smaller. Use your muscles rather than momentum. Guys, this is our last bit of work, so push through. If you find yourself bailing out now, come back in for just 10 seconds. Last 5, 4, 3, and 1. If you're Helen or Rosie, I know I found you guys counting faster than I just did, but you made it through. Give yourself a hug. Squeeze your knees into your chest. Figure 4. Cross your right ankle on top of your left knee. Flex your toes backwards towards your shin to protect your joints. Now choose the version of figure 4 that's going to work best for you. If that means you plant your left foot, awesome. If you even want to come up to the seat, know that you're welcome to do so as well. Really press your knee open away from your chest to find a stretch through your glute. Maybe even rock side to side if that feels good in your body. On your next inhale, untangle your legs. Switch sides, figure 4, left ankle on top of your right knee. Know that your body is not made evenly from one side to the next, so even right here, have some patience with your body. If you need a different variation than you took before, please take it. If you like some movement on the first side, or even if you didn't play around with it, know that it's still there for you. See if you can find that extra sticky spot through your glutes and breathe into it. On your inhale, untangle your legs. Exhale, supine twist. Drop your knees off to the left side of your mat. Stack through your hips and relax through your shoulders. If you notice your right shoulder start to roll off of the earth, rather than trying to force it back down, can you find a release through your chest? Open up through your pecs. And if you haven't done so already, know that you are welcome to shut down your eyes. The work is over. Start to give into your mat. Inhale, unwind, reset your spine. Exhale, knees fall to the opposite side. Really let gravity start to take over here. Know that you've put in the work and it's done. It's over. Inhale, unwind. Happy baby's pose. Capture your feet, your shins, your hamstrings, whatever you can take a hold of while your tailbone and your low back stay down. Pull your knees towards your armpits. As you kick back up with your feet, make this active. This is your last active posture, so if you need a different stretch before you finish off class, please take it. But stay here for a little bit longer. Inhale, pull your knees into your chest. Wrap your forearms around your shins. Give yourself a huge squeeze. Thank your body for the work it's just done. And as you exhale, Shavasana. Let your arms and your legs fall onto your mat. Close your eyes. I'll pull you out in just a couple moments. Start to sip in a cooling breath of air. And exhale, let it go. One more inhale fully. Sigh it out. On your next breath in, reach your arms up over your head. Take a long body stretch while any moans, groans, sighs, yawns you might have been holding in. And as you exhale, pull your hands over your heart space. As you come off of your mat into the rest of your day, whatever this challenge brings you, I want you to give yourself and the people in your life a little bit more patience. Know that we will get out of this stronger than we came in. It just takes some time. The love, the light in me is so honored to be here with the love, light inside of each and every one of you. Namaste. Woohoo! Nice work, friends. Thank you so much for joining me today. Have a great, great day.